China has continued to militarize key areas of the South China Sea, prompting harsh criticism from the Pentagon. Not only have they moved anti-ship missiles, surface-to-air missiles, electronic jammers, but also more recently a bomber aircraft in the area, which heightens long-standing tensions in the area. Secretary Mattis and a State Department ambassador recently traveled to the area, met with Asian allies, and they both said that China publicly says they won't escalate or militarize, and yet that's exactly what happened. Secretary Mattis and others have said that China is no longer invited to an exercise called RIMPAC, Rim of the Pacific, a massive international naval exercise to demonstrate solidarity and interoperability. China has been invited in the past. The area in dispute is called the Spratly Islands. It's south of China, and it's an area that's long been claimed by a variety of Southeastern Asian nations, to include Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Taiwan, and of course China. In fact, there's an idea that goes back hundreds of years called the Nine-Dash Line, where the Chinese assert that the entire sphere of the South China Sea falls within their purview. Now, according to international law, many in the United States and of course international allies do not recognize that, thus prompting an escalation of tensions. China has continued to place military assets. They've also been engaged in something called land reclamation, which the Pentagon has been highly critical of. It's adding artificial structures to island areas in a clear effort to bolster territorial claims, or expand the sphere, if you will, of area that emerges from the water. Now, the United States and other allies adhere to something called the UN Law of the Sea, and that's a treaty which specifies that 12 miles off the coast of a given sovereign territory amounts to that country's territory. An exclusive economic zone can then extend as far as 200 miles, and permission is required in order to conduct business or various navigational exercises in the area. But the United States has on several occasions, and several in the new administration, done what they've called freedom of navigation exercises, which is they sail within the 12-mile boundary of area claimed by China in order to demonstrate that the United States will sail, fly, operate wherever international law involves. Now, the United States has been very clear they do not want to escalate tensions in the area. They'd like to see a peaceful resolution. They'd like to see the area demilitarized in order to somehow resolve the disputes over time. Kris Osborn, Warrior Maven.